All right, well, we'll see how this goes. I don't want to put myself in the picture here, guys, but this is the 10th anniversary Final Fantasy Online Memorial book. I saw it at the local Kinokuniya. Yep, it is $56.99. I don't know if that's a fair market price. I already checked with someone about what was in the book, and they'd shown me a couple pictures while they were in Japan, and I really am... It's like, I really don't want this book. I don't think it's a good idea, right? What's the point of getting a book if I can't read it, right? But of course, I go into Kinokuniya, and I see that it has a special... Well, actually, they tweeted a picture of this on their social media account. And I was like, wow, shiny cover, huh? Shiny cover. And I was like, wow, this isn't just a little booklet. This is like serious. You know, there's a actual attempt to make it look nice. And like a collectible item, right? So, okay. So I saw the box and I was like, you know what? I just can't. This is a little weird to me. They put the little sleeve in there. It's the preview of what's in there. Okay, means nothing to me, again. But it is nice to have this gold foil cover with the Amano design, right? That's, my goodness. That looks like the Warrior of Light and Others, right? Okay, it's pretty. And of course, this cover, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is a new Amano art that we saw, special. Now it is hardcover, so that's one thing I did not really understand when looking online at the translations. Wow, this is a very beautiful book. Okay, so these are obviously some of the expansion arts. I love that. It reminds me of Odin. So you should recognize these. Of course, there's Endsinger and this beautiful print. I love this together. Honestly, when I think of this, it reminds me of, oh, who is that? That artist that did The Kiss. Klimt. The colors just remind me of Klimt. Okay, so now this is where I was like, yeah, I knew this would not mean much to me. This appears to be timelines, history, broadcasts. I kind of wish, but I know U.S. market, English market isn't necessarily book collecting, kind of like the Japanese market, because I saw some of the dialogue around the minions and how some people are only getting the next art book for the minion, which is a shame. But yeah, this looks like to be timelines. I guess I should go back and really check. I mean, there's 2011, right? Okay, timelines, different patches, obviously expansions and concerts. I can get that. 2018. Oh my god, look, there's some really interesting things in here. They're showing merchandise highlights. This is funny. I don't know if this actually might be from the cafe. But yeah, there's events, there's broadcasts. Very cool. What I don't know is if these are only patchings or if they have any of the live letters. Look at that. So there's some, some things. I should move this over. Sorry, guys. I'm going to move my Elpis flower off to the side, so you can see. But yeah, so it really is a historical archive. Okay. 2023. I do like that you see some of the event art. Look at this. So there's clearly some nods to maybe community events. But I do wonder if this is largely community PLLs and from Japan and not United States. Section 2. Okay. Lots of character job stuff. Through the maelstrom. So now these are patch highlights. Cool. Do they actually have the dates in there? Or what do we have here? Yeah. Those are dates. Okay. Okay. Wish I learned Japanese. Okay, here's Heavensward. So for me, I started playing right around... looks like came on board around this patch. I remember I was playing and started my account in MLK weekend. So that was January of 2015. So I started someplace between the Shiva patch and before the fall. And I bet one of the 24 mains had just come out or something. There's an I-90. Yeah, so that to me is kind of fascinating. Of course, this is when I, man, catching up and crafting in Heavensward really hurt. That was hard, but, I think I started Heavensward. Actually, I was ready to go. I just didn't have everything leveled, but I had, I think, 1 or 2 classes ready to go. And then I used the rest of Heavensward to catch up all my classes and my crafters. So I remember, here's Gears of Change. I remember at this point, someplace between the first and second patch, I was really caught up, but I was still actively playing because a lot of people would just come and do the content where I was like, I'm still leveling. So Forage of Fate, gosh, that was, yep, in Stormblood. Of course, at this point, you know, I was all in and I was now just on the grind wheel. But this is cool because, again, you have the dates, you have the art, some key highlights. Of course, that was one of the sadder ones. See, I forgot. There's Old Solus over there in the corner. So, you know, Primal Battles, and again, when the eye level requirement kicked in, of course, Shadowbringers. So this is where I think the majority of the newer fans came on board, right? Stormblood to Shadowbringers. And they, I think a lot of the active players today, the heavily active ones, are those who came on during that time. Whereas a lot of people I knew from back when I started in ARR, at the end of ARR are done. Don't play anymore. Of course. What I do like, again, this beautiful art. It's the color correction on this art that I really appreciate. A lot of times what we see, but you're not quite sure, you know, what the intent is, the color mix. But here, it's a beautiful, subtle print. This, of course, I like because there's intention to contrast. Okay, patches. This is recent. 6.4, however, oh, okay, nothing on our final patch. So now we see where it ends. Seasonal events through the years. That's kind of neat. Okay, what's section 3? Can we guess? Oh, interviews. Right. Special talks. Maybe someone will interview from the community team on Reddit. Look at that. Now are these like special statements? This is fun. I'm not... Look at this. Of course, there's Ozma. I love Ozma because Ozma was at the first fan fest I went to, and I think he was really terrified to be there. Mr. Intense guy, but everyone loved him, and I remember him crying because he was just so scared. So, of course, Natsuko Ishikawa. There's Oda-san. I like these. Yusuke Mogi Yusuke, who I think, honestly, finally people really like get him because you see him mostly as the patch artist, but he's also done a lot of supplemental illustrations that we've seen on various magazines in the last year or so. So I'm really glad people know who he is. Actually, let me see. There's Soken. Look at this. Who is this guy? He's like the most prim and proper guy. That's so funny. Oh, another artist. Okay. Just Q&A. Maybe? About minions? Okay. Can guess. Maybe this is their favorite? I don't know. Or something that they just picked. But these are very stuff. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Wish I could read this. Okay. BGM. Okay. So this is... Other day, I was actually thinking about this because I'm a music completionist. I actually went back when some of these were out of print, and it was painful tracking down some of these things before like the minion code would expire. I have a lot of grief because I think there's like one I still don't have, and the minion code never came back. But I went back and I did get my sections done. But this is a good way to tell, you know, what OSTs. By the way, OST is what is OST? Official soundtrack? No. I forget what OST stood for. But anyways, this highlights what music's covered. It's your way to see. I have these. I have all of these. In some cases I went crazy and bought them more than once because my brain forgot. Now, okay, so these are the official official like album music related to like the content, but then there should be, hopefully. Okay, Before Meteor covers 1.0 to ARR, so it has some really old songs. I love that. See, they've got art of old Sid. Did you know Sid didn't used to have a beard in 1.0? That's very cool. Okay, so oh, they don't cover the other albums. Maybe they show up here. Merchandise for the completionists. This makes me crazy. So at one point, when it was rare, I used to try and get everything that I could from that point I joined on. Obviously, I wasn't around for 2.4. Some of these items are actually not really released except through special events, right? Or, okay, I remember these shirts from FanFest. I remember we couldn't figure out the sizing, so I didn't even bother. Plus, at the time, I wasn't like necessarily attached to White Mage. It was my transition job from Black Mage to Bard. It was the Bard and White Mage. I used them to finish my my 2.0 content. So yeah, there was the war shirt. I got it for a friend who said it was too big. So again, the Japanese sizing. This statue actually was on our side of the fence, was part of the collector's edition. I think I gave it to my friend because I was down in the mode of downsizing. Carbies, they went out of print. Actually went to Japan and bought more, brought back from my FC. Oh, I remember some of these. So, like, you know, I think the point is it's neat because the merchandise options were very limited at the time. And some of them were only in Japan. They may have since then made some of these available on and off, but I remember some of these were exclusives, and I was like so irked because I love practical stuff, right? But yeah, some of these other ones, I think we saw more at FanFest. I can't remember. Some of these, yeah, Final Fantasy Fan Festival. I remember some of these were limited. Okay, but see, 2017 it grows. Now, I don't know if at some point it started to pick up. 2019's 2 pages. I remember this sort of as a nanoblock thing, but, you know, I don't think it was available at the US at the time. Yeah, this is more I think this is more Japan-centric because I'm pretty sure we had some unique designs that were only in our US Fan Fest. Now that I'm looking at this. Oh, they have Las Vegas in there. Okay. So let me check. 2019. Oh, see, it was continued, right? Yeah, 2020. It seems like a pretty modest year. That is, again, so we have acrylic stand. Towels, 2021. So they're not including the other music tracks, unfortunately. There go the first figures, 2021. Collector's box. Interesting. They didn't include the other collector's box, did they? Where's the Stormblood box? Sorry, I'm going backwards still because I'm curious. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering now. Where are the other music boxes? Okay. But see, Eorzean Symphony's here, but the other releases of like Primals. Oh, did I show that? So now I'm a little bit puzzled because I'm not sure this is as complete as it should be. So why do you have these 2023 tracks? Oh wait, maybe that's not the music. Maybe that's something else, like a card? I don't know. Oh, piss. So I'm confused. 2023 merch, new standees. I do remember some of these. Of course, we have that. And I bet, let's see, those acrylic blocks, the jackets. They don't have any of the collab stuff in here. Ugh, so confusing. So, like, for example, the leather Paladin jacket, I guess because it's not released by them officially, not there. And they don't have the partnership items. 2024, the release of the very expensive LP player. And are those the books? Oh, no, it's the TTRPG. Oh, wait. Okay, now here's where they have the merchandise from the partners. Okay. This is from the clown. I think these are the Taito ones. Yeah, Taito, because I have that one. Wow, look at this. Look at how many things. Taito is like very aggressive. Look how much stuff they have and really cool stuff. I have her, but I broke her arm. What else did I get from Taito? I have to say, oh, the shark. I have the shark from Taito. Taito. I have actually thought about these, but I was like, what would I do with them? Oh, these are cute. Look at those little chibis. So then, oh yeah, so these are also available. There was, I think I had a couple lamps from Taito too. I'm pretty sure I have, okay. I'm pretty sure I bought this. It was this or the stuffed animal that had the housing item. Let me see. There was an otter plushie at some point. Where was the otter? This one. This one came with a housing item, and they've never seen it released since, or re-released. This is cute. Oh, that's cute as well. Okay, now what's this? Are these booklets? Magazines? Okay. So this is how we know. We barely see what the real world of publishing is like. But a lot of the FF stuff gets covered in these other softcover publications. And I wish they could be translated, but it's just too onerous. Like, for example, there's like a glamour catalog. There were like 2 that I believe exist. I know I have this one. And I think there's a later one. But they're also like game guides. And I didn't necessarily pick them up. But the thing is, look, some of this art, I'm not quite sure if we ever saw released again. So it's like worth like trying to figure out. This we've seen again. Maybe not with a background. But this I'm not sure. Some of this, okay, yeah, and I have the second one. Okay, these are book releases. So the manga, I looked at that, by the way, and it was translated for a little while into English. There were a couple of quarterly magazines as well. I have that. Yep, that's another guide. And then, of course, some of these are the art books. That's the comic. This is really beautiful. It's another, I think it's another Craft and Gathering one. That was a magazine. They only did this official magazine a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. These are the 2 editions of the lore book. Read this Chronicles of Light art book. This is another game guide. Like, I think it's a playthrough guide. I know they make strategy guides. Okay. This one I'm not sure. I don't know if this is another... Was this the interview with Yoshida? There was one time there was he's done these compiled interviews. Postcard book in this is art book, but there's a postcard book. Yep, postcard book. The Namazu book in Japanese, which came out. This is a compendium which was only released in Japan. Yep, Glamour Collection, more art book, more, I think this is another manga. Another manga. Okay, is there any surprise in here? This book? Then what's this one? Oh. The Unending Journey? I'm gonna have to check what these 3 are. It looks like these are Japanese release, but I'm not sure what these are. I don't know if they're scripts. Oh, okay. Now the complete CD. So these are the ones, this is what I was worried about, is they showed these earlier. And then, of course, now this is the catalog of the other releases. Some of these are like repackaging, right? This is a pure orchestral arrangement, but some of these, like the Primal ones, they're collections of Primal songs. The Very Best, we haven't had another Very Best. Sadly, I have probably all of these in hard media. These are the vinyls. Yep. And this is a single. This is another compilation album. Primals. Let's see if there's any surprises. So this one is funny because Sanctuary's Heart. Oh. Deluxe edition. Yeah, so there's this is the hard copy of the digital release. Did they even reference the digital? No, they didn't. So this is really about physical media, not the EPs and stuff released online. again, the LPs. All right, now what? These are submitted, but do we know who they are? Nope. Were these winners? I don't know. Is this staff? Don't know. But I do know they use this in some of the openings at FanFest they were using. Anyways, okay. It's a nice book. Too bad I can't enjoy it fully. But I think it's actually more, yeah, it's functioning as kind of like a history book. In any case, no extras, so it's simply for the completionist. Absolutely gorgeous book. Thank you for the dust cover. Square Enix, I don't know. Maybe you should check. I hate to hesitate to say we should do this in English, knowing that the uptake is like this. But oops, and look, I dented my box. But for me, I don't mind getting it. But yeah, I'd say now that you've seen it, you can make your decisions too. It has been stocked in local Kinokunias across the United States. That's Kinokunia, Kinokuniya, Japanese bookstores, available in major cities in the United States. And of course, I did check. This is also available on CD Japan online, probably on your other third-party venue ordering sites as well. Enjoy!